server. Fantastic. Okay, we're back. We're back. So as I mentioned, today is going to be all about how do you guys find ads that actually work. So if you're a coach or a freelancer and you've been in the space for a while, and let's say you grow your business to a certain amount of revenue, monthly revenue, but you feel kind of a bit of stuck to get to that next step, is sooner or later, you will have to start using the premium features of the platforms, and that's paid ads. If even the biggest names in the industry, like Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, you freaking name it, they're running ads, right? Because there's only certain level you can achieve organically, and organically is not my favorite part of making money, because if I was relying on organic, I'll be broke now. So where do we start? So the first thing is, I want to make sure that we have clarity on what we're learning today, and that, like everything else you hear on the internet, right? There's always some backlash, and people have different opinions of how to do stuff. So this is my way of doing things. Yeah, it took me over 5-6 years maybe now to perfect it, to build my own system to do a proper market research the way I do it. And I know it brings me confidence when I start running ads. And the biggest problem I face so far running ads for my clients inside my agency and teaching people how to do it is that they don't feel confident to hit that publish button, right? And the biggest problem, you not being confident and taking the right actions, is because you don't have a proven system that allows you to sort out your thinking, to have an idea of why you're doing certain things, right? And this might sound a little bit philosophical, but it's crucial. It's crucial for your success. And I'm going to show you my system of doing market research. So when we get hired by a client, and I basically work with public speakers and online coaches, most of them quite famous. And the first thing I do is I don't try to be a smart ass, right? I don't say like 99% of the people on the internet, like, I know how to make you money, right? I usually say, I don't know, but I know how to make a research. So where do I start with every single product, with every single client, with every single offer, right? Is by running a full scan of the direct competitors on the market. So just to make sure you understand that if you don't know where to start, there's already somebody in your space who's making millions and is spending hundreds of millions of dollars on market research, right? And thanks to the era we live in today, we can actually go and capitalize on their own market research. So where do I start? First is I will make a list of all the direct competitors, especially the very big ones, because I know that the big ones have big budgets and they're running a lot of ads and they're running a lot of different concepts and they're running a lot of different campaigns. And I want to go and I want to find out what actually works well for them. And no matter how much you know about your audience and your products, nothing is going to work better than following what the big guys are doing at the moment, at least to use it as a starting point where you start with your own ad campaigns, right? And again, now what I'm going to show you is very simple. It's called the Facebook ad library. And you probably already know what Facebook ad library is. Let me just share my screen with you guys. I'm gonna go there, share the screen, buddy. Here it is. Okay. So this is the Facebook ad library, right? Here you can see every single ad from every single company, entrepreneur, competitor in the freaking world, right? So again, let's say you're a coach or a freelancer. You should be if you're already here or you want to start a business like that. And you're like, how do the hell I market myself, right? This is the easiest answer and the correct answer always, right? You can come here. It's facebook.com/ads library. You can go on Google and find it. Very simple. You can see every single ad from every single person on the internet, right? So you go, you select all, and then you go select all ads. Now, what is the next thing you need to do is you need to go and find a competitor. So for today's example, I will be using examples from the fitness industry, people I know I've been following for years, and I know they're running a lot of ads, and they have huge following, and I know they're spending like a lot of money on advertising to grow their businesses, right? So if I go here, okay, go James Smith. That's it. Let me just open it. Let me just see which screen I'm share. Cool. So here's James Smith. James Smith has 1.1 million followers, and he is one of the leaders in the fitness industry in the whole freaking world, right? I follow this guy since he has 10,000 followers till today. And I know he runs a lot of because he has a big business now. So I will select his name, his username basically, and I will go to the Facebook ads library like I have here. I'm gonna put his name and he's going to, okay, maybe I did it incorrectly. James Smith, here he is, James Smith PT, right? I can see that's him, 1.2 million followers, almost 1 million on Facebook, and I select him, right? Now, maybe many of you will be like, oh, Ivan, like, come on, man, this is like basic stuff. Like, I know this for 10 years now, right? The tricky part here is, and why I'm doing this training today with you is not just to show you the Facebook ads library, but I'm going to show you how to sort out your thinking and how to make decisions once you're here. So coming here and see the ads is not enough. So the amateur way of doing things will be, I will tell you, if I was selling you like a $7 course, I will come here, put their name, here they are, here they're all the ads, take what they do, see which ads they're running, try it for yourself, good luck. And listen, that might work. Like I've done that, it works, right? But now I want to go and dive a little bit deeper into how do you analyze a certain ads account from your competitors or people who are leaders in your industry. So I have another account here. It's called the Ready State. They're also physical therapy and personal training. They train CrossFitters and they're selling online programs. So I'm just going to go and dive deep about how do I make decision? How do I sort out my thinking once I get here? And this is far more important than just rather like scroll here. Oh, there is an ad. I should make the same one, right? First, you need to know that most of these people have huge budgets and they're spending a lot of freaking money. And most of the things you see here don't work for them either, right? But what you can see here is but the good side of that is that if it doesn't work for them, there's no way it's going to work for you, right? So you're going to be saving a lot of money by spending a lot of time in the ads library. But again, this video is about learning how to sort out your thinking once you're here and how do you make decision like, okay, like what is actually working here? And like, how should I start testing? Like he has 30, 40, 50 different ads. Like which one do I choose to try, right? So the first thing I'm looking for when I come here is to have like a general overview of their whole marketing campaigns, of their whole marketing, right? The first thing I will be do, very plain, I'm just gonna go see what kind of ads they're running. I'll be clicking, I'll click, I will not do any action. I will just click. Okay, that doesn't work. Book now. I will click most of the links, see what they sell. I will not take any notes now or any actions first. First, I want to go and I feel a little bit of, get the feeling about like, how does the person on the other side of the screen who is in charge of James Smith marketing actually thinks, right? Because that guy has like probably millions of dollars to waste, which I don't. And I'm like, how can I utilize his learning so I don't have to spend $1 million to find out what works, right? So the first thing I will be doing is I will first go around, click everybody. I see there is different offer here. I'm not going to go now into a deep explanation what everything means. I'm just going to click everywhere and say, okay, they do that, they do this. Cool. They have a lot of reels as ads. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of ads. Cool. Oh, okay, there's a different type. We have some infographics here. We have some, you can eat more and you don't have to starve yourself on half an apple, kind of. You can eat bolognese instead of eating iceberg salad only. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I'm kind of trying to get a feel for like, oh, okay, in iconographics, start your 7-day free trial. Free offers, guys. Always run ads to free offers. If James Smith with 1 million followers is running ads to a free offer, you can't beat James Smith if you're in the fitness industry. Simple as that. So don't try to find and waste your time and money learning how to not run a free offer, because you're going to lose. And then you're going to be one of those guys. Ads don't work. Ads work. You're lazy. Simple as that. So the first thing I will go scroll, try to kind of get a little bit of feeling, not about James Smith, but about the guy or the lady who is running, or the team who is running his marketing, right? I want to say like, okay, this is what they're doing. And the second thing I want to see is when I see all these offers they run, and if you want to see the offers easily, you can just read here in the headline of their ads what they're actually offering. 14-day free trial, final chance for tickets. We're not interested in that. Get going with the starter plan. Get going with a starter plan. All right, all right. I'm kind of trying to get the feeling. I'm like, what is a starter plan? I click, I read, I see what is a starter plan. Okay, it's the James Smith system, 7-day trial. Okay, that's what they're pushing for. Cool, I understand. So I'll try to feel like, I try to get a feeling like where they're heading with their marketing, right? What I try to basically push to people. And now I'm like, okay, I kind of understand what they're trying to achieve. Like, what are they trying to push for sales? Then the next thing will be like, okay, now I need to go and dive deep into the mind of the advertiser on the other side of the screen, right? The next thing is I want to find here an evergreen campaign, right? I want to dissect in my mind which campaign is run for 7 days or 14 days. I'm not interested in those, because if you don't have big budgets, you should never do that. You should always invest your money in building an evergreen campaign that can bring you leads and money on constant, on autopilot, 12 months a year, right? Until you have a winning campaign that makes you $1 million, you do not run this 7-day, 14-day last chance retargeting and all that crap. You don't do that, because you're investing money into an asset that you're about to give up on. So it's like, I'm going to buy $100,000 car and then I'm going to throw it away 2 weeks later. You don't do that, or in my opinion. So the first thing I'm trying to find is like, which kind of these offers they have here, like selling tickets is not an evergreen offer. I have get going with starter plan, have 7 days free trial. I have being obese is the way it works, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find like which offer repeats and it looks like it's something they can run forever. So I know I found earlier then when you come to these images, right? Eat this and don't eat that. Most of them lead to a free macro calculator. So this is a free offer, right? So they run ads to a free macro calculator. And I'm like, oh, this is freaking amazing, right? It's very smart. And it asks you, do you want to perform better? Do you want to gain muscle? Do you want to lose fat? Right? So I'm now like, okay, here is an evergreen campaign, because this can bring them leads on autopilot that they can upsell, cross-sell, downsell, call them on the phone, sell them 10,000, invite them to retreats. This can bring traffic and leads and sales on autopilot like forever. If they crack the code for their advertising, they will never need to run any other ad. So this is the next thing I'm looking for, right? I'm trying to see what kind of an evergreen campaign of all these offers that are slamming down there is actually evergreen campaign. Because when you're starting to run ads, you first thing you have to build an evergreen campaign that works and brings you brings you clients with acceptable cost per acquisition, right? So you don't want to just oh, there is an ad about this, I'm gonna build that. Like, no. So this is a good one. And then I can see, cool, I have an offer. Then I know one evergreen. Another evergreen that I believe is something that will never stop. Here is use my free macro calculator. Is a 7-day free trial they have on their mobile app. I just need to find it. Where was it? The bridging plan. Yeah, so you come here and it says, not like other fitness apps, 7-day free trial, full access, no credit card required. So now, guys, you can try the app without giving you card details. And this guy is a multi-millionaire with millions of followers, and he doesn't ask for the card details, right? He works hard to deliver quality, right? And that's why his leads convert. And more, I ran a lot of ads to apps, and most of the time the problem was like, they are not buying. I'm like, yeah, because you don't give a shit about them. So show them you care. And that's for a different topic. But if these guys run ads to a 7-day free trial, no card needed, right? You can't beat him. Like, you cannot create a better offer than this, right? This can be an evergreen campaign. If their system is working well, if the app is really amazing, and if the people there love it and they're making a lot of money, they never need another campaign, right? They will, but in general, they got. So as you can see, I found 2 campaigns that I offers that are running campaigns to that I believe are evergreen. Now, this is what I want to focus on, right? Because that's what I'm trying to build for my own business, right? I'm not trying to build I have a course next week and then I shut it down. Like, we don't do that ever, right? So now what did I do? Get back to that library. Cool. Now I have an evergreen campaign. The next thing I'm looking for is which of these ads they're running for the longest period of time. And what I'm actually looking for is that the ad is running before I actually even consider that ad as a success, as a possible success for the advertiser on the other side of the screen. I would say I need to see that ad running at least 2 weeks, right? But it doesn't mean much because they may be spending $10,000 a day. So time frame is not really relevant. But if I see something running at least 2, 3, 4 weeks, I'm like, if they left it for that long, no matter what the budget is, it probably gives them certain desirable results, right? And I would go, and now I'm going to start. As you can see the dates here. So I will not focus on these like one-time offers. I will never run ads to that unless I'm James Smith, who already have 3 evergreen funnels making millions of dollars, and then he's selling events, right? So what I would do is I would go and say, cool, 11th, 9th of October, these are all pretty new ads. 6th of October, pretty new ads, new. So I need to scroll down to see, okay, you can see here there's a lot of inactive ads. That means they didn't work for them very well. And I can go, okay, here with the 3rd of October, now slowly we're getting to some time frame when I'm like, okay, 3rd of October is still too early, but already like ticking a lot of boxes. 28th of September, these ones are inactive. That one is alive. Inactive. I'm scrolling more. I'm scrolling more. It's all inactive down there. So as you can see, they run a lot of ads and none of them did a great job, right? That's why they turned them off, because they just didn't. Why nobody will turn off on a winning ad that makes a lot of money, right? So then I would say, okay, I can watch every single ad and I see, cool, like none of this worked. I'm not going to do the same stuff. Simple as that. Like just seeing what didn't work for them, you're already saving yourself a lot of time and, more importantly, money. So then I will go back and say, okay, let's see then what they're trying new. And I can see that they're trying some iconographics and they try this freaking image really, really hard. So basically what he's trying to tell people, like, this is what the rest of the fitness industry teaching you to eat, and this is what I'm teaching you to eat. And if you want to know how you can eat this, you need to use my macro calculator for free, and then we're gonna hook you on our programs, right? So now, of everything I've seen here, I can see, okay, if I'm gonna come and steal something from James Smith today, it's definitely going to be the macro calculator in these ads. Now, these ads, the way I look them from my experience, they look great. They're actually us against them kind of an ad. And it's going to give us the clicks. It's going to drive the people, but is your offer similar? Like if you're in the fitness industry, you have a macro calculator, and if you don't, what are you going to give them? Can you give them some ebook or something in return so you can have a easy, so you can start a conversation with the lead easily, so you can try to get them on a call, sell them the high ticket offers. But if I take anything here, I will take this kind of ads and I'm going to dive deep into them, and I'm going to try to replicate them and try to narrow them, send them to my kind of offers, and then maybe change my offer a little bit. I can see what kind of language he's using here. But this is, until this point now, what I've shown you is the easy part, right? Now we need to dive in a little bit more into how do we think deeper, like how do the pros actually go and check all this stuff, right? And the pros don't just click here, click there, and do nothing with it. They have a system, and here's mine, right? So let me share my screen with you, and I'll show you. Give me a second. I hold a list of hundreds. And that bad boy looks like this. So now I created, according to the way my brain works and my experience in over 10 years now running ads, is how do I analyze these accounts and structure them in a way that I can clearly see what works for these guys and what I can actually use for my own benefit, and how I can learn from them to avoid failure quickly and get success quickly. So here is an Excel sheet that I call the top 100. And I tell you, if you don't have 100 competitors dissected like this, their offers, links to offers, and concepts or marketing angles they're running, you're doing it wrong. So here I have another account that I use for this example is the Ready State. And they're also like in the fitness industry, more on the mobility side of things, fixing back pains and stuff for athletes and things like that. And they run a lot of ads. and stuff. So I already did a small research on them. And this is how I dissect everything I see on this account. And again, like if you take this file, you need to feel free to adjust it to your own way of thinking. This is something that I build myself, so I can have a clear vision of what I'm actually doing. So the first thing I do, I put the name, I put what they're about. Like I go here, okay, this is about that. Maybe a little bit more info, because if you have 100 people here like this, like you don't want to click and check everybody and, okay, I remember. You want to put as much information here. Then after clicking several of their ads, I see several offers they're running. So not programs or concepts, like offers, like where do most of the leads ads lead to, right? Because one big problem most coaches and freelancers do today is like, I'm going to sell this. There's so much value in this, but like, is it? Like, why don't do a research and see how other people do it? And maybe you can kind of bend it a little bit so you can present it better to people so you can sell more. And the first thing is like, I will take certain website offers, which basically means where does the website link to? Like what is the ad actually selling? And I will put the link next to it from the specific offer, right? So I know they have 3 offers, big offers now. So I can have the landing page, right? I want to know how the landing page works, because the ad will not be on for a long time if their landing page doesn't work. So they have to optimize the landing page, but that's for another lesson. So I want to have the exact copy. I want to have exactly stuff. I want to see what they're upselling to people so they can be profitable with the ads. Trust me, these $99 are not making the money. The next selling this stuff is what makes them the money. But I want to have a full understanding on everything they do. Then I put their Instagram account. Here is a different offer they run at the same time. Ready, Set, Move. It's basically their virtual mobility coach, which is a mobile app. And I will document all of that in my file, right? Then, this is where it gets interesting, right? This is something that it doesn't mean that your competitors are doing it, they're thinking this way. If you want to succeed with your advertising today, and scale your coaching or freelancing business, you have to think in concepts. You can use the term of marketing angles as well, but I use the term of creative concepts, right? While I'm checking their account, let's go to the ready state now, right? Like James Smith I did before. After everything I saw now, the next round of understanding I do is I'm trying to find out how does the other person thinks, what kind of marketing angles he's trying to get to take in order to drive success, right? I'm like, it's not just about, oh, they have a back pain ad, let's make a, no. It doesn't work. Like you want to see something that repeats, like I show you with James Smith. You see, that's a concept there. Here is another concept. Testimonial ads, that's another concept. Then he has a concept for the price of a coffee, you can get my app. That's another concept that I can spot. Then he has these videos that didn't really work before. Now he has new ones that get going to the starter plan. If you didn't get enough time to get the free trial, so these are retargeting ads. It's for the people who did the free trial and didn't buy. But I want to use the more simple example. Here it is. Here is another concept. You know, it's not before and after image. It's like us versus them, like pasta versus iceberg salad, right? And then there's another concept I can notice is repeating is the iconographics. Now, there's a lot of video ads they're running, but let's say we'll stick to this one just for the benefit of the exercise to show you what I mean by that. So I would go back to my file and I will be like, okay, I created concepts in my mind. I'm not saying that the advertiser on the other side is thinking like I do, right? But I want to dissect the marketing angles these guys are taking to drive leads and sales to a certain offer, right? So just to put an idea, what do I mean by that? Because here you can see there are different offers and there are different concepts, and it's already becoming a bit confusing, right? So let me just show you in a whiteboard, what do I mean by that? So the first thing I'm looking for, it is to see which kind of offers they're running and landing page. So, and then I will find an evergreen offer, like the macro calculator James Smith has, right? And I will be like on the top of my pyramid is the offer, right? That's terrible writing, but that's the best I can do. Now, I never suggest you run more than one offer at a time, but we're not going to talk about that now. So now there is the offer. Now I find, okay, this is the evergreen offer. I can see they're running ads for a long time. This offer converts. I have their landing page. I know the landing page works because they've been running the ads for a long time. And then I want to see which marketing angles or creative concepts they're taking to test different ads, to approach the problem from different angles in order to drive different kind of people into the whole ecosystem of the business. So basically that means one concept, two concepts, let's say three concepts. There might be 100, depends how much money they have. So one concept will be the image James Smith has with the pasta versus salad, right? That's concept one, concept two, concept three. Then I can see that he has he has iconographics that offers 7-day free trial. All right, let's get that. So we have iconographics 7-day trial for the app, and I can also see that he has an image of himself, and then I can go, okay, I know that this is not kind of the same offer, but I can use those iconographics also. Oh, get back to drawing, brother, right? And use them to drive them to the macro calculator, right? So he is like macro, I need to do this in the beginning, macro calculator, right? And the third one, I will find, for example, I'll see, okay, he has these videos where he talks about can't find clear answer, blah, blah, blah. I always try to see a pattern, guys, of like, so I can say, okay, these are like kind of the same ads that just speak to a different, here it is, use my free macro calculator. Whatever your goal is to lose fat, gain muscle, improve performance, you can use my free macro. Okay, whatever your goal is. Okay. And then he has videos. Yeah, if you want to know, you see how much you should be eating. And then I go. So he starts, there's so much conflicting information, but they sell the same offer. So basically it's the same concept. It's a reels of he talking about that you need the macro calculator, but he's saying different things into it. So he has a concept of reels talking about you need that you can calculate how much and know how much you should be eating, right? So I will go and into my plan, put real, okay, that was terrible. It will be reels of about 15 seconds max. What to eat, for example. But this is just for now, guys. So you should understand. Now, the idea is like once you dive into testing one kind of a concept, that doesn't stop there. Every one of these concepts, you can go into deep research and test yourself way more iterations of the concept. So every concept can have many different iterations of the concept, right? And this can last for 100 years of testing, right? You always can expand a certain concept to different iterations and find different ways that you can get even better. You can use ChatGPT, you can see what they do. Just I want to show the complexity of how much testing goes behind making one offer work, right? And one ad serves a certain offer. It's not like, oh, why run an ad? Let's change the whole business model. I'm like, no, So as you can see here, that was very plain, but I hope, and then this can have 3 iterations, you know, and you can go into endless testing and creating new ideas. And but what I'm trying to show you today is like, where do you actually start, right? So he's giving you a very good start now. Like I already, because my brain is trained to see things this way, I already see 3 patterns, basically 3 concepts, right? Now, I'm not just going to see this and go home and forget about it. I'm going to document it all. And this is where my Excel sheet comes in place, right? So I did this earlier so you can see how it looks full with ready state. And now I can go and do the same for James Smith. Okay, fitness guru. So I don't want to just make it like too long now, guys, but you should make it long. And now I know that if I go here and I go back to the, all right, it is use my free macro calculator. All right, so that's one of the offers. I know he's running and okay, macro calculator, cool, copy paste that. Let's hope that doesn't make any mess. Here is one of the offers, and then I will be, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Where was it? Here. No, it's here. And I want to take the link to where the ad actually leads. So I can always go and see, like, okay, that's where it leads. Because remember, the ad is not going to give you the sale. It's like what happened after the ads is what's going to give you the sale, right? I have James Smith's link to the accounts. I can always come and visit it if I want an inspiration and do stuff. Now, another offer we saw, it was, let me just go back. Another offer we saw, he had 7-day free trial. Sorry, this is not the offers. He had a 7-day free trial for his mobile app. No, it's not there. He has, oh, okay, he has a 7-day free trial, no card needed. Very important, right? Then what I want to do is I just want to find the same ad and get the link to the page. No, this is a different offer. You see, starter plan. This is a 3rd offer. Okay. He has enjoy your personalized program for longer with the starter plan. So this is a retargeting ad, I guess. But I will put it here because I want to know. I don't want to miss on anything he's doing. So I will go back to my Excel sheet. Okay. Here is enjoy your personal program. I just need to get back and get the link. I will get the link and I will put it here. So I can always see the landing pages, because without the good landing page, nothing matters, right? And like this, I'm going to populate all the offers. I'm going to put all the links for all the offers. Sorry, that was wrong. All the offers. And then I'm going to go and try to see concepts, right? And now again, these concepts, it depends on like how your brain works, right? Can you actually recognize a pattern? Can you recognize what the guy on the other side of the screen is actually doing? I would go back, James Smith, and I know one concept is definitely the before us versus them image with food. And I will go, and concept 1 is us versus them food images. The good thing about these guys, like more you do this, like less documenting you need to do, because like your brain starts getting feed with all this information, great information and great understanding about the industry and what actually works for a lot of people. And it's going to get easier for you to notice these things and what actually works. And then I saw a concept of iconographics of benefits of the program. Sorry about my spelling. That's not what is important now. The other thing I notice is testimonial ads. Here they are, right? Okay, we have testimonial ads. So I want to document that. I have testimonial ads. Then I know I had ads that were like reels of 15 seconds, no more, talking about confusion, about what to eat, and that you need the macro calculator to fix that. Macro calculator to fix that. So now I already saw 4 different concepts. They drive people to a few different offers, but I'm seeing different concepts, right? And now I'm like, all right, so if I want to start creating ads now, I can start with any of these, right? So I can sit down and think about it. Like if I need to start somewhere, I should definitely go build a similar offer or adjust my offer to similar to this. Or if I get these ads that work for this person, how can I adjust them to work for my own offer, right? And I know that this ad is going to crush it, us versus them. Like I see it and I'm like, this ad works. I can bet it's going to be there for longer, right? You see, he's still running them. And they all drive to he's using them actually for different offers, but I will already use them for one. And I will use all this concept to promote one offer. So I'm like, okay, 15 minutes. I'm going to watch the videos in these reels that we document here. And sometimes, and I'll try to recreate them to serve my offer. Now, in the previous case here, with the ready state, which is the following ad account, I saw a better pattern actually. And I saw a concept that they're brutally testing. And this is the concept of fixed nagging pain. And then they had fixed shoulder pain. So that's an iteration of the main concept is fixed nagging pain, but then they spread it around to fixed shoulder pain. They have specific landing page for that. They have fixed lower back pain. They have a specific landing page for that. They have pain protocol that leads them to they're all to a different page, but they're all the same concept, right? Okay, fixing shoulder pain. That's an iteration of fixed pain concept, right? And then you can like, okay, so they're testing quite a lot here, right? I can see that spending way more time here. And then I saw quite a lot of ads that running out of pain is telling you it's time for a change. These are video ads that have been running and they're all here. Let me just get here they are. So they all lead to the same page. Virtual mobility coach, virtual mobility coach, virtual mobility coach, which is one of their offers. But look, it says pain, it's your body's way telling you it's time for a change. So that's a concept. They have 3 different ads that look similar, but they're not quite. Here they have another concept where they start with, if I go back to my document, it says, my go-to whenever I have pain, tightness, or any other physical issue. That's their concept. And they have these kind of ads. They have several. They start with the same intro, and then they change the ads. So now I dissect it for my own eyes. Like, okay, this is what the guy on the other side or the person on the other side is kind of trying to dissect and what kind of campaigns they're running. And this is where I'm going to start making my own thinking and trying to recreate these ads to serve my own offers, right? Now, I hope so this was not extremely complicated. Trust me, this is a basic level of doing this kind of market research. I strongly believe that if you don't do at least a month of this kind of market research all day long, you should not start making ads. And even when most of our clients hired me and my team to run their advertising campaigns, the first month we just do this all day long. And then we get back to a client and we try to bend the business so we can like kind of present it to people the way it works. And this is how you should start. I'm not saying that this is the way to success, but if you follow only this, you will have success. That's 100% sure. But over time, you should bend more, learn more, try more stuff. But this is how do you build your way from the beginning? And this is a great way to start. Like these guys are spending a lot of money again in order to learn what works. So you don't have to do it. Now, I'm not saying that this is the solution to all your problems, right? But it is a great start. Now, if you are a coach or a freelancer and you want to learn more about how to do proper market research for your campaigns, for your offers, or even before building any kind of a program, you should definitely do this for months and months and months before you spend any money on building offers, creating content to market it, run ads to market it. You should do proper market research, guys. And there's no better place to go than the ad library. And if you want to learn more about this stuff, feel free to talk to me or my team in the group. Send me a DM, send me an email. You probably already get my emails. And let's have a quick chat and see where you are. And let's see if we can actually help you learn more about how to scale your coaching or freelancing business. Because once we teach you how to crack the code with your advertising, believe me, guys, there's no going back, right? There's no going back. And organic can only take you to a certain place, but even the biggest organic gurus are running ads, and there's reason for that. And if you want to learn how to set up your business for success, run ads with confidence, and never feel like you want to throw up again when you're about to hit the publish button, you need to learn proper market research, proper ad creation, proper business setup, proper lead generation, proper sales. How do you follow up with leads? How do you make clients happy? And we cover all of this into my brand new coaching program that helps coaches and freelancers hit 20K plus months on consistent revenue. And we don't do that with magic. We do that with proper market research, testing, and ads. And it freaking works. So there is a link here if you want to book a call with any of me or my team. And we're probably going to send a replay to this. And if you have any questions, again, don't be afraid to contact me. I'm happy to talk to you, and I'll see you on our next live.